okay? And I would have this list. Every time somebody bought from me, I put them on the list. By the way, after a while, I ran to an FSM. They're like, oh, this is pretty good, but an FSM is a field sales manager. They make half, okay? They're like career salespeople. They said, stop putting pieces. So you see how you wrote 2 pieces? Just turn that into a gift set. He's like, just make everything a set. It's like, oh yeah, okay? And like this person would have said, that person would have said. But you see how I bolded like my essentials and pseudo set? By the way, look, you see pseudo set, pseudo set, pseudo set, essential set, essential set, essential set. Why? Because these 2 people were that person's friend. And they bought what they bought, okay? People want to do whatever other people do, all right? So if you go, so even now, even if you didn't have a sale yet, you can say, oh, this is the set that my mom loved, or this is the piece that my mom loved, okay? You know, she didn't have to buy it, okay? Oh, I was over your sister's house, at my aunt's house the other day. Oh, she loved this one. Loved it doesn't mean anything, okay? So you could say that, and people go, oh, really? She liked that one? Oh, I like that one too. People want to be like other people, all right? Plus, if you run somebody that has Cutco, you got to get a testimonial from them, all right? I used to have, by the way, these testimonials that I showed you in training. These things, okay? These things used to be in my book. I mean, these were in my blue book. That's why I think I showed you all these testimonials in training, right? So you can go, oh, look at the people who had Cutco, all right? And I used to have these in my book every time. By the way, when I get a testimonial, it's not long. I go, Ms. Jones, can you jot down how long you've had it? How often do you use it? Would you recommend it? Could you write 3 sentences for me? Okay? Now, sometimes they would write this. You know, I've had my Cutco for 30 years and not required any servicing at all. I'm well satisfied with the product. Sometimes they would do this. Okay, I write a whole page, all right? You know, I never regretted that expensive purchase I made back in 1970, blah, 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 and they go crazy, okay? So you never know, but every time you run someone with Cutco, I don't care if they have a trimmer. You just take out a piece of paper and you go, Mrs. Jones, you know, I have somebody who has a trimmer. You should I started doing trimming. Okay, so, you know, hey, I've had this trimmer for 35 years, all right? So they only have 1 knife. So you get these letters, you stick them in your book, and people flip through and look at all these people I've got. They're like, wow, 30 years, 25 years. I notice I always highlighted how long they've had it. Okay, even if it's like 2 years, all right? Oh, they've had it for 2 years. So I put all those in my book, and people would flip through, look at all the testimonials. And Ms. Jones, look at all the people who bought Cutco from you already. And they're like, wow, okay, look at, oh, how come I haven't heard of this? Okay, so, and now they feel like, okay, I want it, all right? By the way, do people like The Price is Right? Is that a popular show? Yeah, lots of people like it, especially who? When's The Price is Right on? Who knows?
12 o'clock?
12 o'clock, middle of the day. Who's home middle of the day, 12 o'clock?
Old people?
Yes. Who else? Housewives and stuff, okay? People who are our target audience, okay? So, Ms. Jones, so by the way, on TV, there's all this Cutco on TV right here, okay? By the way, Ms. Jones, we've been on the Food Network, we've been on the Travel Channel, we've been on the History Channel, Modern Marvels, we've also been on The Price is Right. We're one of the prizes to get on stage, okay? They give a galley, they do a galley set, that's one of the prizes to get on stage. The Price is Right. We've been on NBC, Lifetime, Food Network, CNBC, okay? Oh my goodness, really? All right? Testimonials, personal stories, okay? Oh, wow, look how big this is. Why have I missed it for all these years? All right, I need some of this stuff. Everybody see what I'm doing? Create desire? Great. Last thing to do, create desire, is tell them you own Cutco. Tell them you own Cutco. Okay? And by the way, guys, I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you right now. You're going to have, that's why I'm videoing this right now. So you guys can go, you might want to watch this advanced training 2 or 3 times. You already went through advanced training. Have you heard this before? Yeah, is it helping seeing it again?
Yeah, it helps writing it down.
Yeah, okay, so you want to watch this, I'm going to put it on YouTube so you guys can watch this a couple of times. So I'm giving you a lot of phrases. You're not going to remember all this stuff. Just understand that. So you want to keep going over this a couple of times. But tell them you own Cutco. Let me show you how I used to give people my petite carver, all right, during my demo. All right, so Erica, you're going to be my customer. Okay, so we just started, we're doing the demo. Okay. We did the company page, okay? Guys, I hope you guys are building up the company, all right? Spend time, talk about, by the way, Ms. Jones, I go, all the products are made in only in New York, which is great because all the products are made in the USA, which helps our economy. Oh, I want to help the economy. Okay? Don't do that, all right? So talk about that, guys. We have over 15 million customers, all right? Now, we do the bad knives page, wood, plastic, all that kind of stuff, all right? So we're doing the bad knife page. You just throw everything, you're grossed out by knives, all right? So I'm going to just pick up where I would be. All right, so Erica, now that you see all these knives, you know what the funny thing is? Some people have these kitchen knives for like 10, 15, 20 years or more, and the funny thing is they're only designed to work for a year or 2. And so isn't it kind of silly to use something that's designed to work for 2 years and then use it for like 6 or 7 or 8? And it's kind of dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's unsanitary. And for as often as people cook, most people cook like almost every day or make something with the knives every day. You know, it makes sense to have much better products than this. Wouldn't you agree? Good. By the way, what have I just taken care of?
My knives are okay.
Yeah. she can't say her knives are okay at the end of the day. Right? Because she just agreed that that's not the right thing to do. See? People don't want to, when you tell them at the end, now if at the end, if you don't do that, what I just did is just totally eliminate that, okay? Because now once you get the customer to agree, in the demonstration, here's what you have to understand. As soon as you say, would you like to get it, the wall goes up, okay? The objection wall, all right? And they're like, okay, it's time to fight, okay? And some of you guys, when you're doing your demo, like the customer would have their wallet like this, and you're like, come on, just buy a trimmer, okay? And you're like trying to get their fingers off. They're like, no, okay? And they're fighting with you, all right? So the point is that you have to, before you ask them, before you say, would you like to go ahead and get it, they agree with everything, okay? So they don't fight with you before you, because you didn't ask them to buy anything yet, all right? And it doesn't make sense. Who's going to say, Ms. Jones, so as much as people cook, some people have been honest for 10, 15, 20 years or more, as much as people cook, isn't it kind of silly to use inefficient products that are unsanitary around food and stuff? No one's going to say, no, I think you should, okay? Like, nobody says that, all right? So they go, yeah, it is, okay? And then I go get your knives. Now they're like, oh, I don't want to get my knives, okay? Because I'm one of those silly people that does the inefficient stupid things, okay? And now they feel bad about their knives. They shouldn't feel bad about their knives. Their knives suck. Who had some people who couldn't even get to the rope? Okay? Yeah, okay? And it's like, you didn't buy cut? Are you insane? Why? Okay? You can't cut anything. Okay? So, how are you doing it? All right. So anyway, so you get the point. All right. So let me go back. So I do that phrase. That's a phrase that you can put in there. I put it on video. You can write it down later. Okay? But I do it the same. It's the same verbiage, but I do it differently each time. But Mrs. Jones, some people have their knives for 10, 15, 20 years or more. But the funny thing is, they're only designed to work for a year or two. And they're kind of silly to use something that's inefficient in the kitchen that's going to be unsanitary. It's going to break money at any moment. All right? Right. So, now Robin, keep looking, Robin. Erica, now I have one question for you. And you have to think about it, and you have to get the answer right. Because if you don't get it right, my manager said I cannot leave your house. Okay? What do you think is the solution to all these knife problems? Oh, thank God. Okay, so, all right, so that's what I do. But I have a lot of fun on my demos, all right? So have fun, okay? So I go, so let me show you your Cutco knife, okay? Now, before I give this to you, please be careful with this. I want to tell you, I'm a college student. I have no money, none. All right. To show you how little money I have, I'm in your house right now, showing you knives to make money. Okay, that's what I'm doing for a living right now. And so, if you took all the money you and your husband made and added it up together and then subtracted it all, that's how much is in my bank account right now. So here's the point. If you would have told me, 2 weeks ago that I'd be sitting in your house showing you knives, I would have said you're insane. Okay? And then if you would have told me I had to buy my own knives to show them to you, I would have said you're even more than insane because I don't have no money. I just have nothing. So, but when I went into my interview a couple weeks ago and they showed me how good these products were, I was like, I'm going to find a way to get these things because I know people would love them, and I just saw how good they were. And so this one's mine. So please, be careful with it. Try not to touch steel too much because it's really expensive steel. Do not drag your finger across the edge. I don't know why people want to test it with their thumb. It will beat your thumb. Okay, and I don't want you to get blood on my knife. And whatever you do, please don't drop it. Okay, so can I trust you with my knife?
Yeah.
Okay. And she does what everybody does. They look at it. Okay? So that's what you do, all right? That's how I handle my knife every time. I do it the same way every single time, okay? I don't just go here, okay? That doesn't build value, all right? You're doing a presentation. Now, could you, all of you, say almost the exact same thing I just said and be telling the complete truth?
Yeah.
Yes, okay?